Today, we shall discuss on the topic Group Discussion, Meaning, Purposes and Procedures. Introduction. A group discussion or GD is a stimulated exercise where you cannot suddenly put up a show since the evaluators will see through easily. An interview is a one-on-one discussion and a group discussion is many-on-many discussions. If the many-on-many discussion is not managed to make it one or one-many, the results are less than stellar. Sometimes the group discussion is moderated, for example, in news programs on television, and sometimes it is not moderated, for example, in jury deliberations in class team projects. Group discussion is the process by which two or more persons pool their knowledge and feeling through mutual agreement and clarify the issues under consideration. Meaning of group discussion. Group discussion, also called as group thinking conference, is the form of discourse which occurs when two or more persons recognizing a common problem exchange and evaluate information and ideas in an effort to solve the problem. This effort may be desirable towards a better understanding of the problem or towards the development of a program of action relative to the problem. Discussion usually occurs in a face-to-face situation when more than two people are involved. It usually occurs under the direction of a leader. Objectives. The objective of group discussion may vary as per the situation or need. The objectives are: number one, to help in better understanding of the problem by pooling the knowledge and experience of a number of persons. Number two, to generate new ideas and methods and select the rational ones through group interaction. Number three, to act as a safety valve for reducing tension. Number four, to solve a problem or make a decision. Number five, to exchange information and to improve understanding on a topic or issue. Number six, to motivate people. Number seven, to plan a program of action or action plan. Number eight, to elect or select a person for a position. Such discussion is arranged by a selection committee or an interview board. Number 9, to entertain. Number 10, to hear and discuss a report. Number 11, to form attitudes. Number 12, to release tensions. Number 13, to train. Purposes of group discussion. The agent should be aware of two main purposes in his work with groups. First, he should try to develop the group to encourage its members to continue to meet and to establish the group on a permanent basis. In this way, the agent will be developing a base from which group members can continue their development efforts. Second, the agent should use the group to transmit new ideas, information and knowledge that will assist the farmers in their agricultural activities. While the second use of groups is more common, it is important that agent consider the initial development of the group as an equally vital extension activity. The following are the main purposes of group discussion. Number 1, to solve a problem, that is decision making. Number 2, to exchange information, that is improve understanding. Number 3, to motivate people. Number 4, to plan a program of action. Number 5, to elect or select a person for a position. Number 6, to entertain each other. And number 7, to train individuals. Procedures. Procedures of group discussion is a systematic discourse among the members of a group. Therefore, it needs to be organized with following steps. These steps may not be necessarily followed in a definite sequence in all conditions. However, for a problem-solving group discussion, following steps may be undertaken. Number 1. Pre-discussion steps, that is, role of extension agent. Number A. Decide time and place of group discussion. Number B. Identify issues or problems to be discussed. Number C. Identify the members for formulating of the group, if it is an informal group not yet constituted. Number D. Send the invitation or circular to a member in advance. Number E. Make the required arrangement at the place of group discussion, including seating arrangement. Circular seating arrangement is necessary for better interaction among members. Number F. Arrange for audio-visual aids if necessary. Number G. Select a group discussion leader, that is chairman, from among the members. H. Extension agent should not act as a leader. Number I. Give the required advice to group discussion leader for conducting group discussion effectively. Number J. The extension agent should take follow-up of group discussion. Number 2. Steps in actual discussion, role of group discussion chairman. Number A. Introduce members if they are new to one another. Number B. The leader should announce the problem or topic of discussion, explain the importance and topic and purpose of group discussion. Number C. Ask the member to express their opinion one by one. Number D. Conduct the discussion in a democratic manner. Number E. Encourage the shy members to speak and control the excessive talkers. Number F. Enable the group to critically examine and diagnose the problem. Number G. Keep the group discussion on the right track, focusing on the issue or problem taken up for the discussion. Number H. Give short summaries of the discussion from time to time whenever required, especially when the group moves from one step to another. Number I. List out as many solutions as possible. J. Identify appropriate and feasible solution. K. Arrive the decision clearly. Sometimes the purpose of group discussion is to prepare action plan to solve a problem. The action plan may be clearly explained to the members. Number 3. Post-discussion steps. Follow-up. Extension agent should note down the points in group discussion and help the group leader in the discussion whenever required. The role of the chairman. Number 1. Make physical arrangement for the meeting. Sitting arrangement should be such that one can see the faces of all other members. Circular seating is preferable. Square, rectangle, U or V shape also used sometimes. Number 2. Introduce members if they are new to one another. Number 3. Announce the topic and purpose of discussion. Number 4. Follow a plan. Number 5. Give classification of vague, that is unclear, statement. Number 6. Try to get balance of participation. Number 7. Remain personally neutral. Number 8. Give a final summary of discussion. Subdons for chairman. Number A. Never ask question that suggests answers or can be answered with a yes or no. Number B. Don't favor one view against another where is a conflict or difference of opinion among members. Number C, never become emotional about the discussion. Number D, don't dominate a discussion or answer all the questions and raised by the members. Number E, don't become impatient with the group. The roles of members. Number 1, talk one at a time. Number 2, no private conversation with neighbors. Number 3, provide as much pertinent information as possible. Number 4, no speech making. Number 5, contribute 1 point at a time. Number 6, answer question directly, specifically, and briefly. Number 7, test all thinking by critical analysis. Number 8, listen attentively. Number 9, stay on the subject. Number 10, support the needed leadership. Number 11, exhibit willingness to change his opinion when change justified, that is, open-minded. A person may hold opinions, but opinions should not hold a person. Number 12, promote group harmony even when criticizing or disagreeing. Number 13, never be emotional and impatient. The role of expert, that is, extension worker or specialist. There may be occasion when a group confronted with a problem does not have sufficient information to enable them to discuss intelligently. In such cases, the role of the expert is not dominate the meeting or to suggest his own solution. He should only supply information the group does not have furnished technical information. Advantages. Number 1, it is a democratic method giving equal opportunity for every participant. Number 2, it is appealing to the practical individuals. Number 3, it creates high degree of interest among the members. Number 4, it is a cooperative effort and not combative or persuasive in nature. Number 5, group mind is superior to individual mind. Group discussion pools the experiences and the wisdom of several persons. Number 6, it helps to work out better solution and faster than other methods. Number 7, develop group morale. Number 8, it is a scientific method. Number 9, participants need not to be a group, speakers or debaters. Number 10, continued experience with such group discussions improve one's capacity for critical and analytical thinking. Number 11, group can reach to a right conclusion. Limitations. Number 1, factions in village may hinder the successful use of this method. Number 2, the ideal discussions with self-discipline are difficult to find. Number 3, it is difficult to find an ideal chairman. Number 4, difficult to achieve group homogeneity. Number 5, the size of the group has limited. Number 6, it is not suitable for taking decisions in times of crisis or emergency. Number 7, it is a time-taking process. Number 8, due to its informal conversation, the scope is limited. Types of group discussion. Following are the different types of group discussion. All of these may not be used for extension education, but informal education. Number 1, lecture. It is a method of verbal presentation of a topic by a speaker to a group of audience. The objectives of lecture should be clear to the speaker. Lectures should be well organized and well prepared so that it can draw attention of the audience and convey the knowledge to them. Visuals aids may be used during the talk. The lecture should end with a question-answer session. A series of lectures on a particular topic self-facilitate gaining adequate knowledge on the topic. Number 2. Symposium. It is a meeting in which a small number of resource persons present short papers on a given topic. Each one speaks for a definite period of time and presents a different phase of subdivision of a general topic. The speakers are of approximately equal ability to avoid domination by a speaker or giving the audience a distorted view of the subject. Interaction with the audience is not expected. Symposium is primarily meant for information gathering at the professional level. Number 3. Panel. A panel or a group of 3 or 4 experts in a specific area of specialization may be invited to address a group of trainees on a particular subject. The mutual interaction of the panelists among themselves and with the audience can lead to an effective understanding of the topic. A panel discussion should be guided by a strong moderator to ensure group time to its panelists, to question-answer session, and to sum up entire proceedings. Number 4. Debate. The common pattern is to have 2 teams, one representing the affirmative and the other the negative side of the question. Usually there are 2 speakers in each side. Each speaker is given a definite time to make his main speech and rebuttal after the main speeches have been completed. Number 5. Forum. It is a discussion period that may follow any one of the above method of presentation. It consists of question period in which members of the audience may ask questions or make brief statement. The forum provides an opportunity for the audience to clear up obscure points and to raise questions for additional information. This also gives individuals an opportunity to state briefly their understanding of a point and see whether they have interpreted correctly the material presented. It is primarily a means of understanding information. Number 6. Workshop. It is essentially a long meeting from one day to several weeks, involving all the delegates in which the problems being discussed are considered by delegates in small private groups. There must be a planning session where all are involved in the beginning. There must be considerable time for work sessions. There must be a summarizing and evaluation sessions at the close. The workshop, as the name applies, must produce something in a report, a publication, a visual, or any other material objects. Elements of a group discussion. A discussion has several elements that need to be taken care of to make the discussion a success in all respects. In order to be able to take part in a successful group discussion, it is necessary to understand elements or features of interaction. Verbal communication. Verbal communication is arguably the single most important influence on how a group operates and what it achieves. Talking and listening are the substance of problem solving. However, the quality of talk cannot be gauged merely by the level of participation. While it is true that in most cases productive group members are the ones who talk the most at certain time, conventional bullies and time wasters too take up a lot of time. Furthermore, a focus on talking alone does not take into account the importance of listening. Both quality and quantity of participation are important, and listening to is recognized as an integral part of communication. Relatively equal participation of all members is necessary so that number 1, maximum ideas are brought up and discussed. Number 2, this leads to a greater satisfaction amongst group members. Number 3, finally, if there has been effective participation, the likelihood of a consensus is also higher. Non-verbal behavior. Non-verbal messages which sent without or in addition to words form a major part of communication. Behavior of face and gestures of the hands and body can very easily befriend or antagonize others. This is true because 65 to 90% of emotional meaning is transmitted through non-verbal messages. Facial gestures, physical position, eye contact, and tone of voice indicate feelings and levels of interest. Norms and conformity. Norms are standardized patterns of brief, attitude, communication, and behavior within groups and grow out member association. Certain norms of individual behavior such as being polite, listening to other points of view, not being too overbearing, giving people a fair chance to participate, etc. should be kept in mind while conducting a group discussion. Conclusion. Now we can conclude that group discussion is one of the important methods which is being introduced among the villagers or beneficiaries when extension agents wanted information to solve their problems on specific topic and analyzing or evaluating that information to get some general conclusion or agreement.